Eyewitnesses say the Babonneau bus driver was disembarking the vehicle when he was approached by a group of men at around 10:30 Thursday morning. According to reports, he was assaulted and beaten by 5 individuals who dispossessed him of his phone and earnings. A firearm was brandished when other bus drivers attempted to come to his aid.
When the rest of the drivers attempted to come to his defense, a gun was drawn, so the fellas had to pull back. This is the same situation, that continues to repeat itself. I remember not too long ago when an elderly gentleman was shot on the Jacmel bus stand. Some drivers in the exuberance indicated that all of them should be armed. And even the Minister of Transport misquoted us, suggesting that the council wants to give individual drivers firearms. And really, this is not what we are saying.
The Public Relations Officer of the NCOPT, Lena St. Clair, says contrary to some reports, bus drivers are not enamored with acquiring firearms. He says the NCOPT is beseeching the authorities to implement effective security measures to protect operators and commuters.
The drivers are not the only ones frequenting the bus stand. The loyal commuters are the ones who one of these days will get caught up in that situation. Instead of ridiculing us when we ask for security measures, I think they should think seriously about doing something about the crime in general and in particular on the bus stands.
One Babonneau bus driver who declined to give his name says the operators live in constant fear of violent crime. He says the situation is approaching crisis proportions.
I think something needs to be done about this thing. This thing is more serious than some of us anticipating. We are at the mercy of these guys now.
The bus driver, who was severely wounded by the attackers, has reported the matter to the police. The alleged assailants were allegedly seen walking around the crime scene with impunity later in the day. Security is a major concern for the NCOPT, which had threatened industrial action in February if a number of other matters were not resolved by the authorities. Transport Minister Guy Joseph was able to defuse tensions after a meeting with the bus lobby in March, at which he vowed to work assiduously on addressing the operators' concerns.